Welcome to Business 100, everyone. My name is Neil Mayers. I will be your teacher for this upcoming semester. Very first thing I want everybody to do when you're done with this video is go over to the discussion board tab and find at the very top the Let's Introduce Ourselves discussion forum. I want everybody to introduce themselves to each other. You will see instructions of how to upload a picture and image as well. I want to make sure everybody includes that so we get a chance to interact and put a face to a name. Our goal for the course is going to provide a broad, practical understanding of the business world. This may be the most valuable course you take in your college careers. It's going to give you a foundation for things that you do both academically as well as professionally for years to come, and is going to give you some very strong, sound fundamentals that you can draw from years from now to understand why things are happening in the business world around you. My office hours are listed below. My office is at the Daniel Center in Culpeper. You can see my phone number is there. I can tell you that I don't use the phone very often. I only really use it when I'm in the office for office hours. Anybody that needs to set an appointment or see me, your best bet is going to be to email me. You can see the hours below. I have classes Monday in Culpeper and Stafford. I alternate weeks there. So I will be in Stafford at least every other couple weeks. Tuesdays I have a class this semester in Fredericksburg. So if anybody needs to see me in Fredericksburg, I will be available after that class. And then for the rest of the week, I'll be in my office in the Daniel Center. Now, let me give you a brief overview on my background. What I'm going to bring to this is 30 years of business experience. Out of grad school, I went to the University of Rochester in upstate New York. Out of grad school, I went to Kraft, where I got to be a brand manager for several years, which in my opinion was the best job in the company. I was the CEO of my brand. Beyond that, I spent 7 years at Cadbury Schweppes. The final couple of years, I was the marketing manager for Cadbury Canada. And lastly, when I came to Virginia, I spent 5 years as the vice president of sales and marketing for a company called RUS, which was a $300 million a year industrial services company. Been very fortunate. Got to do a number of things during my career. Managed people, been involved with acquisitions, had developed advertising, had the opportunity to do lots of diverse things, and had many experiences that we will be able to draw from. And for the past 16 years, had my own HR consulting firm. Now, a couple things to do as we get into the course itself, where things are in Blackboard. You're going to see on here, you are going to live in the weekly modules tab. 98% of the things you're going to need for this course are going to be found in weekly modules. You're not going to need to refer to discussion boards or go to discussion board from the tab on the left. Everything you need is going to be within that weekly module. The syllabus is right above that, which you'll see. You want to print that out. It gives you an idea what the schedule is going to be. Other things that are on there, faculty information, my office hours, etc. There's a tab there also on presentation help for anybody that is not as comfortable doing Google Slides or PowerPoint. There are some very helpful tutorials on there which I think will add real value. If you want to be able to function in the business world in this day and age, you're going to want to be comfortable using PowerPoint or Google Slides or a tool like that. We're going to do a lot of that in this course. You're going to be turning those in for homework often, and anybody that needs help with that can find it there in presentation help, as well as some tutorials on Blackboard. As I said, the discussion board, not going to need to go into that tab. You'll be able to launch them from your weekly modules. Now, the first thing you need to do after you've introduced yourself is you're going to go into weekly modules, and under Waymaker, that overview section on Waymaker, you're going to read through the overview, and you need to submit a release form for trademark purposes. That's the first thing you're going to be able to do, and that will be tracked on the system. So I need you to do that right away. And then after that, before we prepare for next week and jumping into the first module, sometime next couple of days, read that Salty Paws case study. That's going to be the foundation for a lot of the work and the homework we do during the course. So it'd be very helpful for you to read and print that out. Now, under weekly modules, every week, the way this is set up at the top there, you're going to see reading and prep section on reading and preparation. What that's really going to give you is the background, everything you need for the week. It's going to give you all of the information you need. It's going to give you a series of modules. It's going to take you through, not fundamentally dissimilar from sections of a chapter. There will also be within this weekly module discussion board, if there is one. There's going to be 10 of them during the course of the semester. The instructions for it are there, and you will be able to get to the discussion forum right from that link right there. In addition, as you scroll this page down, and the way I've broken this image out as we've scrolled it down, many weeks there will also be a presentation assignment as well, which you'll see at the bottom below the discussion. And then lastly, at the very bottom, there will be a quiz. In the course of the reading, there will be some updates or kind of quiz-looking materials that you will take to check your progress. Those are for you. The quiz is for the course. That's what you need to do at the end of each week. And the module, all of the homework is due midnight, Sunday night of that week. Now, quizzes will be worth 30% of your class grade. As I said, like the homework are due by midnight Sunday night. You will get automatically 2 attempts. If something happens and you need a third, if you send me an email and you need a request, I can go in and change it in the system. 2 should generally be plenty for you, though. One note on quizzes as you go through them. You want to check for the best answer versus all that apply, meaning there's generally going to be a best answer or 2 best answers. It is possible to have all 3 of them be correct. So keep in mind that you may be checking 1, 2, or 3 different items for the quizzes. So it's not, it is multiple choice, and one of the choices could be all 3 of the selections. There will be a separate tab for the quiz, and you'll be able to check progress on quiz. The ones that are checking your progress in the course of the material, the course of the reading material, are not the official quiz for the course. How it's graded, quick overview, 30% is from the quizzes, 30% is from the homework presentations, 20% from the discussion board, and then there will be a final project which is worth 20%. That will be about a 15-page PowerPoint presentation, which the information is already embedded in the course. We'll talk about that more. I'll send out more information later in the semester on that. And Grade Center will be done out of 1,000 points. Now, a couple of important points to make for you. As you all know, this is an OER course, which means there is no textbook assigned for this. For your convenience and to help optimize your learning style, there is no textbook that you need to follow along with. That does not mean, however, that there is no reading. There's lots of reading to be done in this course. It's just all available online. That got to stay current doesn't mean you don't have to read the material. We'll talk more later in the semester about the final project. And if you have any issues with PowerPoint, let me know and I'll make sure I get you the resources you need. Now, every semester, Germana students are asked to fill out a survey. I'm going to show you the results from one of the surveys from a group of students I had a couple years ago and tell you that these results are pretty consistent, or very consistent, I should say, with the results I get from courses. First of all, I get very good participation my classes do. If the school average is in the 60s, mine's generally in the 80%. I can tell you that of the 15 people that took this survey, 12 of them said that they had to put a lot of time and effort into this class. I can also tell you that out of the 15, all 15 said they got a lot out of it and said that they were treated fairly during the course of the class. So I guess the message here is that you're going to put a lot into this class, but you're going to get a lot out of it as well. With that said, I look forward to working with you all during the course of the semester. I wish you the best of luck. If you have any questions from the material I've shared or from what you read, please let me know, and you will be hearing more from me shortly. Good luck.